Right call, hello, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone to rule well. I am not a member, however, I've entered into their labors. Peace and blessings, and mercy as well. We need mercy. To the brothers and sisters doing this, wherever you are, whatever your lot may be. This is another quick one, just another warning, right? So I've already talked about the sea change. I did a quick, I think it was maybe 15-minute video on what the shortages are coming up that's, due and maybe this summer, who knows? And you still got the diesel shortage. I don't know what came of that, but I'm sure that we're going to see all these things are going to reach ahead. Again, they asked for Congress asked for an extension on the debt ceiling, so they just keep kicking it down the bucket. Be prepared to see some FALSE, FLAGs coming soon, but I'm going to let this roll. I might fast forward a little bit. We'll get a couple scriptures, but this is just another warning, right? Because things are rolling, things are happening, things are making sense, prophecies are playing out. So what does that mean? That means Jacob's trouble is on its way. It's going to hit hard. And I'm guilty. I need to fast more. We all need to fast more. We all need to continue to pray more. We all need to ask for the things that we need in order, because the Lord knows. We just need to ask it. Even go as far as to pray for the proper spirit in order to pray for the right things. Like you got to do it. You got to do what you need to do, right? So let's play this. We'll get a couple scriptures and that'll be it. Just a quick warning.
Monday in Davos, Switzerland, but it is getting intense. So the news said that Klaus Schwab wasn't going to show up because of an illness, but he did show up. And you want to know what his opening speech was? It wasn't about climate change. It wasn't about coronavirus. It wasn't about vaccine intake. He literally stated that the main problem this year will be dissidents.
Dissidents. So let's get that. I don't even know how to spell that. Dissidents, I can't remember. Dissidents. Maybe it's that way. It's two I's. All right, hey, don't laugh at me. I don't never have to use that word. All right, protest against official policy, dissent. Okay, so pretty much the skirt has been lifted. His skirt has been lifted. That's pretty much what that is. So let's go back. We'll finish it and then get the scriptures as we go.
He said that there's a growing number of people that are just against all of his plans. Go figure. And to be honest, I'm actually very proud of everybody waking up, sharing stories, pumping all of this out there. So what did they try to do? They tried to make a fake arrest for Greta Thunberg. And immediately someone put up video of her smiling and taking pictures with the police. And I am loving it. Their propaganda isn't working.
Yeah, okay. So let's get this real quick. Nahum 3:5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face. I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. So he is being made bare. The man of sin he is revealed.
Working anymore. Their lies aren't working anymore. And now they're scared, and they should be. And
that's what the prophets are saying. They are scared. So you see, people see it. And so the only thing next is for him to just, stop speaking like a lamb and come as a dragon.
Scared because they have pumped us so long with fear and propaganda. And the fact that this is working, and there's so many protests, not just in Switzerland, but in France and everywhere against this, World Economic Forum idiots. And you know what I find really funny is they're telling us that we're at a crossroads for the environment having a tipping point. But yet this year in Egypt, when they held their environmental conference, guess who the number one sponsor was? Coca-Cola. That's right, the number one polluters.
He's tacky. He's caught in all kind of lies. It's just, and that's also why they're gonna shut down this internet pretty soon. So let's go. And we'll go straight to the point. Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come. And we're awakened. So that's what we're approaching very soon. That's what we're coming up on.
in the world for plastic, but yet they still continue to pump out more plastic and make pop. Now, if we were truly at a tipping point, don't you think that they would just shut Coca-Cola down and they're like, hey, listen, this is like our future at hand? But no, they still showed up with 1,000 private jets, 500 SUVs for their servicemen and the elites.
And the whole time talking about climate and carbon footprints. Let's get Daniel. And again, this is just a quick hit through the spirit. So we're just going to go straight to the point. All right. So you see that at the top, because that's it's going to get so bad, right? The Archangel Michael is going to come. But the point I want is in 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. And that was by way of this internet. All right, so too much is going on. They can't keep up with the lies. And basically, they're going to have to come with those draconian measures. They're going to have to come as a dragon. They're going to stop speaking as a lamb and come as a dragon. In comes Jacob's trouble. In comes the discrimination against, anybody of quote-unquote descent. But it's really aimed at us believers. Because at some point, you are going to have to just come out of all of this spiritually, right? Come out of her, my people, right? Roughly paraphrased.
Eating Kobe steak, but they're telling us to give up Disney Plus because even the little bit of luxuries that they give us, they want to take away. And they're talking about 15-minute cities, blah, blah, blah. But yet none of the things that they talk about, they actually follow themselves. And now they're scared. And I love it. And the fact that we went from coronavirus, Great Reset, blah, blah, blah.
Right. They're scared. Let's touch on why they're scared. And here's why. Straight to the point, yet again. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So, the Lord said that he saw Satan fall from heaven, right, as lightning, and that heaven is going into rulership, which they currently have. But they're losing it. The grip is slipping. So these Edomites are going to show why they were called Edom and the border of wickedness. They're going to show you even more. So history is going to come back, and it's going to repeat itself. Those awful things they did in slavery, all of that is going to repeat itself. And the 2/3 and them, they're just going to have a bloodbath with each other. But that doesn't mean, because we're going to be in the midst of trouble but kept. So we need to pray and have faith and remain rooted in this thing. It's too late to go back and forth. It's too late to question anything about what you believe. It's too late. Pray for faith if you lack it. James 1 and 4. I always say it. That's my favorite scripture. And I think, let me see. What else you got?
To literally having an issue with us dissidents means it is working. Keep shining that light on them. Keep exposing their lies. Keep exposing their hypocrisies because they are scared. And we are actually exposing them, all of them.
And it started with the men of the great millstone and their elders. The prophets exposed them. And now, residually, everyone else is doing the same. This is all a byproduct of the truth going out. Since we're already in 2nd Esdras, here's what we got to look forward to. Straight to the point, you can read the rest. Then shalt thou understand, verse 2, that this is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world in which he made. Right? Earthquakes, uproars of the people in the world. Okay? Read that. It's on the way, point blank and period.
I'm actually super, super proud and finally seeing some hope for the future. So we'll keep.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's because I don't know this lady, but you understand that, these are people that are not in the truth. But the hope for the future is that the 1/3 will be changed. And I pray, the 1/3 and the great multitude. And I pray that we're all a part of that. Those of us listening, learning, preaching, and teaching. that we are changed, and the kingdom and we're kept throughout this trouble, throughout this mess that we're going to see, right? And that the kingdom of heaven is set up, and that no more ever again will we go off, right? And we'll have the laws written in our inward parts, according to the book of Hebrews. So with the laws being written in our inward part, that means we'll never go off. That means we'll never be kicked out of the land. The kingdom shall be everlasting. That's also according to the scriptures. And that's what we're praying. That's what we're hoping for. No more birth certificates. No more tax on us, at least. But we're going to tax the heathen. So, with that being said, I pray that you were edified and that you heard and heed to this warning, all right? Because the storm's coming. Shalom.